What's up everyone, Trent here.
Along with Julia.
Welcome back to the channel, and we're checking out the first episode of Echo titled Chafa. I'm very excited about this series. It falls under Marvel's new Spotlight banner, which is focusing more on character-driven stories, and given the events of Hawkeye and the fallout of Maya popping Kingpin, it's going to be very interesting to see what comes next for Maya, and also, as we've seen in the trailer, the relationship between her and Fisk and how it's influenced who she's become now and the consequences of her actions. So yeah, very excited for this. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Creation pool? Like a primordial pool?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Nothing like it. Are they made of clay? Or of the earth?
The first Chata's name was Chafa. She saved her family from their cave. And that's the story of the first Chata people.
Yeah, so it was a creation story.
Yeah, nice.
No, we're cousins.
Oh.
That man, he just loved peaches. Everybody should love something that much.
Oh.
I think you're peaches.
It's going to be interesting to see how heavy symbolism is. in
Yes. What's interesting, she saw the bird as an omen.
It's raining in the tent.
The night winds whisper to me. I love you.
Yeah, she's worried.
Ancestors whispering in your ear again. Well, why don't you ask them for something good, like a Powerball?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So those brakes were cut, or tampered with at least. Oh.
I found out who cut the brakes. They're taken care of.
Oh, you think that makes me feel better? That another family is now destroyed?
It makes me feel better.
I begged her not to marry you. I told her those Lopez boys are no good. Thugs, criminals. You took her from us. You.
All right, I think it's time to go.
No. It's time for him to go before someone else gets hurt. I will never forgive you for this.
So they're very much aware of the connection to the underworld.
Henry got me a job.
Where? New York.
Isn't that far enough?
No.
It's interesting how her response is to blame him, and his was extract revenge on who cut the brakes.
To Bonnie. She will love it. She misses you. I know, sweetie.
Aww. Don't put the blame on his... No!
Maya. No.
I go too.
Very good origin.
No. Maybe they are. But dragons live in a different world. Well, that would make them stronger. You have to learn to jump between two worlds. Just watch it. Remember, school is your focus.
He's in the tracksuit.
You're going to grow up and have a different life than me. I want yours to be better.
His actions are very interesting in that he's doing all this to help Maya.
To try and give her the best life to
Yeah.
get out of the cycle that
What he's trapped in, yeah.
Maya. Ready?
Good transition.
Good transition. Yep, learn by watching. Ah, Fat Man Auto Repair, love it. Getting some Hawkeye recaps though.
Yeah.
Hey, Clint. He was brutal at this point, wasn't he?
Absolutely brutal.
Well, he'd lost everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing how what we've just seen is given greater context and greater appreciation for this moment here.
I was going to say the guilt that she must be feeling
Yeah.
as well.
Nice bike. My hand slipped. I love it. You don't even need to show him and you just know.
Sir?
But I do love how he encompassed the character so much that you know his walk.
Yes. Ha.
I'm growing concerned.
They're all on the payroll.
We all mourn your father.
You manipulative bugger.
I understand your age. My father was killed also. When I was 12 years old,
Oh, you.
the pain that I felt in the wake of that moment is something that I've never felt again since.
Killed him with a hammer.
Let me help you release this rage in a more constructive way.
Like how it's release it, not deal with it.
A job. Take your hurt, your loss,
Guide it.
take your pain, make it into something useful.
His words are just so double-sided in that you feel like he genuinely does care, but she's just a tool to him. She's a weapon at his disposal.
I can't believe Kingpin has us babysitting this kid, man. Took me years to get my first assignment. It's all right.
Oh, you
Oh,
creep!
you prick!
You
Oh,
kick him!
fuck.
Kick him!
What have broken fingers.
Should have smacked his nose.
See these guys? They're trying to move in on Fisk's territories. We're gonna take them
Take
out.
him out.
Let's try something else. We go in there, shoot people. You cool? Good. Kingpin thanks you for your loyalty.
His reach.
Wow.
He's just such a damn good character. He's a type of character that you don't know what anyone who's on screen
The motive,
is thinking,
yeah.
their motive. Who's in his pocket.
And who's being paid off, who's
Yeah.
in the pocket, who's being manipulated.
What? No, it's cool, bro. They're expecting us. Yeah.
Ooh! Jeez.
I do love how we're getting the perspective
Yeah.
through her eyes. Oh, the ferocity!
Oh!
It was like a release for it.
I was going to say the switch has probably just gone off.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You're
it's
all
on
stuffed.
now.
You are
Yeah.
all... Oh!
Who needs a weapon when you are one?
Yeah. Yeah, go and break his nose, break his leg. Just break him.
Nice.
Oh!
Caved in the filing cabinet. Whoa! Hey, Matt! Oh, I didn't expect him this
I
early.
did not expect this.
I've been watching them all night.
Oh, the Billy Clubs.
You guys show up. And screwed everything up.
A little cheeky smirk. Oh,
Ooh.
he's toying with her. Oh,
Yeah, it is. There's the realization. Oh!
yeah, she knows. Oh. He's so fluid.
So smooth.
Yeah.
She's getting
Look at
these
the little
shots
pop-up.
though.
That did a cool little pop up.
None of my men have ever held their own with him like that. You did better than even I expected.
So it was planned.
And did you find the exercise
No.
of use to you?
Immensely.
Ah.
I hope that would be the case. What you lacked was a place and a purpose. You have that now with me. We're family, no matter what.
Thank you, Uncle.
Oh, he's so good. Kazi.
Good. And I've dedicated all my resources into bringing your father's killer to justice. I hope you know that.
When you find him, he's mine.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I just love that we know.
Yeah.
It makes it so much... Moment. Just makes it so much more impactful.
You and I were the same. When you're filled with rage, it makes you blind. It can be used. Be manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Your boss wanted your father dead. Yes, your boss.
Fisk knew it too. The rage is going to blind. She won't be thinking clearly.
What a surprise. Maya. You and I, your father, we're family.
Just the thud of his body. He made her that weapon. Like, he made her the weapon that she is. Targeted rage. So she looks exhausted.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. This makes it look more badass. Whoa. That is the worst feeling, micro sleeps.
Yeah. Also, you know, blood loss.
Yeah. So I wonder if this is the first time she's been back since she left. She's not. She's
Yeah,
not.
she's going to.
She's not.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm used to it. Seeing that done in Rambo, that got me used to seeing that anytime. Interesting.
Oh my god.
Would not want to be the person on the other side of that door, though.
Oh, the heck! If my grandma finds out someone's squatting here, there's gonna be hell to pay. Maya? It's me, Biscuits! Oh my god!
Not too hard. I'm in immense pain.
How long are you in town? Hey,
Hey, puppy.
that's Billy Jack.
Yeah, Billy Jack.
This is Maya.
Good puppy.
She's our cousin. She's good people. Yes, I know. She's busy. New York, huge.
Billy Jack, she's good people, and he's a good boy.
Good to see you, cousin.
I just love how they all know sign language.
Yeah.
Maya Lopez is back. Maya's back.
Biscuits and Billy Jack.
I'm open.
I miss the skate rinks.
I did too. Carrying Bar Skate Park was great.
It was great. I used to love doing skate for school.
Yeah. Thursday afternoon sport.
What size? I have a headache. Okay?
Sounds like a you problem.
You ain't from here, but you look familiar. How come? Well, all right. Mystery is your thing, is it?
Ugh.
You're here to skate, ain't you? Well, hi, howdy, hello. Well, if you ain't here to skate, he ain't available. It's $7 to skate, or it's $5 to watch. You go ahead and spend that $5 on a Butterfinger Blizzard.
That tune certainly changed quick.
Yep.
Red light, green light.
Here we go! Green light, go!
Angel is centerfold.
Red light, stop! Use your core.
No.
Use your core.
Green light, go!
Just gonna stay green light
It's
now.
gonna stay green. Oh, you.
You snake.
Yeah.
Vicky, he's all right. A pain in my ass, but he's worked for me many years. So they finally caught up to you. Bullet or blade?
I like that the jacket has her dad's tattoo.
Locking hemostat. It keeps the cannula from slipping out of your carotid during desanguination, but I don't think we're embalming you today.
Gretchen's our resident mortician.
You want your body fixed or not? By a mortician.
Fix first, see how it goes. Is that dental floss?
Dental floss. Nice. Take a deep breath.
Because that totally wasn't infected.
Not at all. Not at all.
I love the colour of the jacket as well, though. It's not just black.
Yeah.
Screw that. Nope. 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 Wouldn't climb it.
Their meetup's going to be interesting when they eventually do.
If she finds out you were here and you didn't see her, you will break her heart. I disagree.
Yeah.
I love how this is going to be I'm going to prove that guy who works for you is a snake.
Yep. Fisk shipping.
I figured you needed more from me than stitches. I won't bring a war here. To the people I love and who love you.
Ooh. She wants to ascend. She wants to be the new
I
big boss.
saw you. We didn't have this conversation.
Even in the fear of supposed death Kingpin's reach is still
Oh,
so
yeah.
ingrained.
Yep. Or he'd be fully aware that there's spies everywhere.
Yep.
Yes. What a villainous reveal at the end. That's like the most evil thing you can possibly do. Vader-esque.
Very much so.
The breathing, the eye patch, and the dum dum dum, the theme. That was great.
As much as it was revealed in the trailers for it that he was still alive, it's still such a good reveal to see it and to see what's going to be his kind of recovery as such to get back, and then how the tendrils of information of Fisk still lives will go down through the different ranks.
I loved how they just revealed little things in different ways. That Vicky, the skate park concierge, just that. Yeah, I think we have our king killer, and the initial way that he was actually talking to Maya. Whereas the other people came in and he knew them by name, very upbeat, the fake customer service voice, but he immediately dismissed Maya entirely.
The complete and utter dismissal of her, which we've seen a lot already with, especially with the
security
guards as well. Just to go, why are we babysitting? And then realizing, oh no, we're not babysitting.
Yeah.
But I picked it. It was a complete setup for her to see how she would fight against Daredevil.
The test against Matt. Yeah, yeah. We'll get to Daredevil in a sec, but on the Kingpin's reach, just in her hometown, Fisk shipping. He's just got his claws everywhere, and you saw when they did that reveal of him just getting out of his car when she's being arrested. All the officers. That slow pan out to reveal that this hulking figure,
the one going no sir and getting
getting yanked off,
back,
getting yanked back. It just Vincent D'Onofrio was perfect casting, and just the way he's been presented in this already is, I feel like it's elevating because they've given him even more size, even if it's just camera work as well. The perspective of doing that pan out and the look over his shoulder where he's looking over everyone.
Yeah. Anytime it's from his perspective, it's a camera angle down, and anytime you're looking at him, it's a slight angle up.
Yeah. And
even when they were in the limousine talking,
he's hunched over because he's just so big
in the car. But then it's also, you're seeing it from Maya, but it was just slightly tilted down.
Yeah. But I mean, this is a guy who has been shanked. He's had Bullseye throw glass shards at him. He is beyond strong.
Yeah.
He is as peak physical human without super soldier serum you can get, basically. He's and I love the way they do it in the comics, where they're like, everyone thinks that he's this big guy and he's got a lot of fat, and they're like, no, he's got like 2% body fat, and the rest is literally just muscle. And it's just great that they kind of allude to that with him being able to survive a gunshot point blank to the face.
Yep.
But yeah, taking a page out of when he gets blinded in the comics. He's obviously only got the one eye. That's been impacted that we see, but this is going to be very interesting because, as Maya said, there is no king at the moment, and they are all just part of his empire running around without, well, what she thinks running around without a leader.
Yeah,
knowing that he's alive, he's obviously not doing well. But there would be people who are loyal to him who
would keep
the interests and
would keep the wheels turning.
Yeah, and. Yeah, seeing how she's wanting to ascend and be a queen pin, essentially, be the next head of the, or seemingly head of the underworld, possibly to rule it or to shut it down or control it to make life better for people. It's interesting considering what we saw her father wanting her to do. And she's essentially, she was manipulated. She was directed in a way that was beneficial to Fisk, but using her father to set him up to be killed and put her on a errand that is going to get her more ingrained in the criminal empire. And yet now she wants to go and rule that, which is exactly the opposite of what the life her father wanted for her.
Yeah.
And it seemed like just in that little interaction that gave greater context to how they were talking and how the family perceived him. It was a reluctant, this is our life. We've made this mistake we're in, we can't get out. We don't want this for her. So that was really good to expand on why his death was so important to her as a catalyst for her quest for revenge against Ronan, who she thought killed her father. Matt, let's get on to Matt. Charlie Cox, welcome back again. But great to see him in the red. You lasted longer than any of my other men against him. And he was playing with her. He was toying. The pose, the stance, he was very fluid. Just she's gone for a swing, he's used the billy clubs, he's just do a little bat out of the way. He had the little smirk and but good.
Absolutely kicking him in his face with your prosthetic leg and a decent slap as well was a fantastic move.
I love that they use I love that they use her deafness and her amputated leg as a strength. I love that they do that. And you see it come into play when she did one of those she did an MMA kick that was like I don't know the technical name for it, but it was a high kick with a pause, and then she did the flick kick at the end of it. But the way she moves and the way she actually puts it all into effect, that final kick against the dickhead security guard, he deserved that.
Yep.
But that was powerful, and I love that they're showing just how powerful she is and uses what others would see as, what others would see as weakness and limitations. They portray it as strengths.
Yep.
And I really like that. But that fight with Matt was excellent. Charlie Cox, I want to see more of him. I can't wait for Daredevil Born Again. Hopefully he's in later episodes this season as well. I didn't expect it to be episode 1.
Didn't expect it to be episode 1, so it'll be interesting to see if he is in any of the other episodes. I actually don't think he's going to be.
I could see him being in episode 4 or 5, being a guiding light.
Maybe 4
Maya.
or 5 with another fights montage and then a "you're better than this" almost moment.
Yes.
But
Fisk is ruling you have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him being the guiding light.
Yeah.
The guardian devil.
Yeah.
But a lot of things have been set up to be explored that in 5 episodes is going to be very challenging to do, but it's going to be interesting to see it done. You've got Maya and her connection to her hometown.
Yep.
You've got her and connection to her cousin Bonnie and the rest of her family. The grandma doesn't know that she's back.
It's interesting watching the consequences of her actions, which is going to be you're trying to keep everyone away within arm's reach to kind of protect them, but in a way you're bringing it to them more because you haven't seen them and you haven't got that support from your family.
Yeah.
But she probably has that much guilt about it as well, because even as a kid in the hospital, she was blaming herself for her mother's death.
Yep.
Which wasn't her fault.
No, not at all. That was an incredibly powerful little opening, and a really strong origin, showing how she lost a leg in the series, but showing the connection to her family and cousins straight off the bat.
The importance of it.
Yeah, and having that traumatic experience, which would be terrible. And then the next scene in the hospital where she's like, "Is Mama tell Mum I miss her?" And just that, it's that sense of dread that you feel in those you would feel in those situations. But yeah, she's got this guilt driving her and this rage. So that was the big catalyst for Fisk coming in, and he's a manipulator. He knows he killed his father.
Yep.
Like,
it's all how you play the story.
He wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying.
He omitted key facts.
His father did die when he was 12.
Yes.
By his hands.
Yes.
With a hammer.
And he's never felt that way again. Yeah. He just omitted key pieces of information. That's what I like about D'Onofrio's Kingpin. Kingpin in general, but D'Onofrio just has a way of drawing you in, and it makes you question, as a viewer, is he legitimately meaning this, or is he playing? And there's always that. Is there
a double? Is
the
coin?
Double meaning.
What is the other side to this? Is this just truth, or is this truth?
Yep. There's the truth and the truth.
So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this progresses over the 5 episodes.
Yeah.
In particular, because there is a lot of story points to get through, and I'm really, really keen to see the heritage and her family part to this, and especially that very opening, how that history is going to impact her.
Yes, well, there was some allusions to the ancestors communicating through the grandma, which is where she got that bad feeling when they were driving home, and then when she's in her grandma's place, there were the flashes of the ancestors as well. So that's going to be interesting on how that comes into play and the connection that she has and how that's going to be built up. But it's going to be a very interesting series. Alakwa Cox is fantastic.
Phenomenal.
She's so expressive and is able to convey so much information even without signing. Just her demeanor, the fact that this is her first major acting role is astonishing. Like, she's just absolutely nailing it. And she's incredibly versatile. And I think seeing how she's going to progress, I think we're going to get a lot more depth out of her as well. But I liked the first episode. A lot of flashbacks to Hawkeye, which I do think were needed for people who may not know what happened in Hawkeye or who Kingpin is if you haven't watched Daredevil.
Was over a year ago.
Yeah.
So unless you're going to watch Hawkeye and then watch this, it is a nice reminder of her journey so far to this point.
Yes.
But also those reminders of the manipulation, her a nice origin in the sense of here is like the child to that point, to the relationship with her father, to why that death was so impactful, to how Kingpin was able to fill that void and manipulate so easily, to that reminder of in your grief and in your anger, you are so easily manipulated. Yeah. And that then back to the shooting. And
they spliced it in well. And they used the key moments in that to build on what they'd already done in an effective way, I think. But no, that was a great first episode. A lot of little threads that have been set up. You've got the spectre of Fisk and his goons looming.
The bounty out for her.
Yep, following her back home. Well, not following her, they're just there.
Yep.
But it's going to bring the war, unfortunately. Yep. Echo versus Kingpin. And that relationship's going to be interesting to see. You've got the Bonnie relationship when that rekindles, and just how Fisk is going to respond to everything Maya's done.
And how deep that relationship is as well. Because from that moment in the karate studio as well, with the pinching of the cheeks.
Yeah.
It's been a relationship for a long while.
Because I do think there is a genuine respect there. And a genuine adoration. It's just he's able to close himself off and see it as a... All right, this is done. Our business is concluded. Even to try and save his face, it's Maya. We're family. Trying to manipulate, but I do genuinely think he may have some genuine care and feelings for her and pride for what she's achieving. But it's going to be I reluctantly have to kill you.
I don't think it's going to be reluctant. I do think it's going to be the more... Good try.
We could have been family. We could have been family, Maya. Yeah, it's going to be good. Tell us your thoughts on episode 1 in the comments. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always, keep it nerdy.